Alright, gang, it's your boy Nature, aka Nature Gang. Alright, gang, if you would have had once you got in a great trade one after we seen this higher low, would have got wanted to get in, and then what? From great trade one, 1825, take profit 3 area, or 1825 area, it makes a bullish engulfing pattern, recognizing candlestick pattern, understanding candlestick patterns, extremely important. Have a whole playlist on this. This is a bullish engulfing pattern at a psychological level. And then what we see after price makes a higher low, or it makes a higher high after seeing the bullish engulfing pattern, it gives us some type of candlestick pattern. It makes a higher high all the way back up to 1841. As you can see right here again. I'll show you again. Once price makes a higher, then price will make a higher high. And we want to get in off the higher low. This is where we make the most money off the when it's low. You buy when it's low for when we're trading and when we're looking for uptrends. We want to wait for price to make a higher low, and then we could have gotten and at great trade one at 1825. Once price made a higher low and rolled this all the way back up as price makes a higher high all the way back up to 1841. Price makes a higher high all the way back up to 1841. And this is a great trade. You want to get in at the bottom. This is where you make the most money. This is where you lose the most money. As you see, you got in the trade one, trade one for a buy at 1838, and price goes to 1841, and you're in profit. And you're trying to swing trade this, and this isn't the trade to swing trade. This isn't the right setup. And eventually price heads back down. If you don't have enough tolerance, enough money, enough tolerance in your capital in your account to risk this trade, to hold this trade, then eventually, price will stop you out. Your broker will take your money as price goes from 1838 all the way down to 1831. A lot of factors that come into Forex. I know candlesticks, looking at candlestick patterns, looking at the chart can become boring, and you have to control this impulsiveness. As trader, impulsiveness is a real thing. Also is boredom. As you start to get bored and you start getting in entries and start getting for buys at the wrong areas at the top of an uptrend, you lose the most money. And you have to be mindful of these things. That's why I'm doing all these videos to help with your psychology. As trading in Forex is about your psychology. 99%, 100%. It's about like your psychologies and entries. As we're going over entries too. If you got in for a position for a lot size at the top of an uptrend, and you got in for $1 or $2, you're trying to gamble and risk and get over and try. I know the thrill of gambling and up overnight, but you have to be patient. You have to think of the long run. You have to think, okay, I'm only trying to make 1,000, 2,000 a month. You have to have a trading strategy. You just can't get in this market without having a trading strategy, or you're going to lose money very, very fast. As price heads back down against you, it takes you out at 1831, and then eventually, if it doesn't take you out at 1831, it heads all the way down to 1821, and eventually gets you out of this trade as it goes past even grade trade one. Price even goes past grade trade one and goes all the way down to 1820. So you're trying to swing trade this even at grade trade one and trade one. This isn't the trade to swing trade, as this move didn't happen until the next day from February 10th to February 11th. This move didn't happen until the next day, and then price, goes all the way up to 1865, the highest point price been at this year. So you have to be very, very mindful of all this. You have to be mindful of what lot sizes you're using, and where you enter a trade at. As you're risking too much of your money, and you're trying to swing trade this at grade trade one and trade one for a buy, and this isn't a trade to swing trade, and you can see price heads all the way. So again, you have to be extremely patient with this market. A lot of factors come into just getting in this market for entries. You have to be very, very mindful where you get in for entry, and how long you actually stay in this trade, as all trends are temporary. As all trends are temporary. You see right here again, I will show you. Trends are temporary. Trends are temporary, even if they are strong or have potential for making profit. Never risk too much on any one trade. As price can stop you out, this market can do anything, gang. And you can lose money in this market. You can lose all your money in this market. You can lose 2,000 in one day, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, depending on your lot size. And I'm just trying to avoid you from losing money in this market. I've been trading this market for 3 years, and I'm just trying to avoid you from losing all money in this market. Your psychology, how much you risk, and when you enter at, it's extremely important. All right, so you have to adjust your lot size to a lower lot size if you're trying to, if you want to, you have to adjust. You shouldn't even get in. This is where you're losing most money for trading one, trade buy. It's too confusing just getting at the top of uptrend. As you know, all trends are temporary, and you from 1838 to 1842, and the price does give you a bearish engulfing pattern, and it starts hanging down, and you're trying to swing trade this, and price heads all the way down and makes a lower low all the way down to 1832, from 1838 to 1832, 1831, and then eventually shoots all the way down, even past Great Trade One, all the way down. Move this over more, even past Great Trade One, all the way down to 1820. As you're trying to swing trade Great Trade One and Trade One for a buy, price heads all the way down to 1820. you know, and you're over risking your account, and finding entries is hard to find entries. That's why you want to wait for price to make a higher low, and then you get in for a higher high, and you ride this all the way up from 1825, take profit 3, all the way back up to take profit 5, 1841. Wait for price to make structure. Wait for price to make a higher low. As price is going to make a higher low. All trends are temporary. You know, all trends are temporary. Um, in such cases, traders should just opt to a side until an uptrend is clearly visible. Until you see price make a higher low. Once price makes a higher low, then you could get back in because price is going to make a higher high. But wait for price to make a higher low. As you got in for a buy, once price made a higher high, and price makes a higher low and shoots you out of this trade, and then makes a higher high. So you have to be very, very mindful of that. As this market is a real market, and you will lose your money in this market very, very fast. So just using proper risk management, and getting in at the bottom of an uptrend is where you make the most money, and you get out once you get to 1841. Get out the trades. Stop trying to be greedy. Start trying to hold these trades. And this is all for your psychology, and we're going over entries as well as psychology, and uh your position size, your lot size, where you get in at, all goes in with entries. You're trying to hold on to these entries and trying to swing trade this at Great Trade One and Great Trade Two for a buy, and price heads past Trade One, it stops you out at 1832, and eventually, if you had got out at Great Trade One, 1825, it heads all the way down to 1820, and what has stopped you out eventually too. So price goes past all our trades. So it's important that you just get out these trades, and just take the trade, take the money, and wait for price to make a higher low, as you could have got in the next day, and as price made a higher high all the way up to take profit 7. This is the highest point price been at, and depending on your lot size, you would have got in, at the low price, and I'm going to show you that in our next video. You could have made 10 grand, 20 grand in one day, in one trade, and a couple thousand, and easily, in one day, depending on your lot size. So this was the swing trade you were trying to swing trade, but you couldn't have traded this one, as price heads all the way past even Great Trade One, all the way down to 1820, and stops everybody out this market before heading back in the overall direction, which is an uptrend. All right, gang. So I hope these videos help, and we're going to be breaking down this more. All right, in the next video. All right, gang.